Let's start with a short history of the Toyota Crown. It has been in production since 1950, so it's a very special car in the Toyota Motor Corporation. Because of that, it has been popular for government usage in Japan. The way in Kenya you find Mercedes, Prados carrying top government officials or the who is who, but in Japan it's the Toyota Crown. Because of that, the Toyota Crown has gained prominence in the Toyota lineup because it's one of the few Toyota models to carry its own unique insignia, which is stylized as a crown emblem, which is on the grille, on the steering wheel, and on the wheels. Basically, this car has its own logo. It's like its own model. Along with having its own special logo, the Toyota Crown has also inspired names for its smaller siblings. The Toyota Camry, for example, means little crown in Latin. The Toyota Corona, not coronavirus, but Corona Premium, it means crown in Latin, and the Toyota Corolla means small crown in Japanese. So this car is a mid-size luxury sedan. In Britain, it falls under the executive segment, which is the E segment. Its major competitors are Mercedes E-Class, BMW 5 Series, Audi A6. It's sold as the Lexus GS in America, and among other mid-size sedans. So the Toyota Crown keeps getting better and better after every production, and it's unquestionably one of the best luxury Japanese sedans. This particular car is a Toyota Crown Athlete S 2013 model, and it's the 14th generation. As we've heard earlier, the car's been in production for a long time, so there have been a lot of generations. Now this current one, this particular one, it's the 14th generation. So when you look at it, you can tell it's quite a looker, and when you drive this one, you can be sure to turn a head or two when you're passing. It has a dual step grille. This is the major difference between the Toyota Crown Athlete and the Toyota Crown Royal Saloon, as we'll find out later. This car has nice projector headlamps, which are LED. They're not xenon or halogen, so they project further. They also have daytime running lights, which are also LED. They make the car look nice, and they make it visible. Let's say when you're driving in Limuru, it is fog. When you have them on, you're gonna be seen well. The grille also houses parking sensors. They are 4 in number. They assist in parking, and they also act as radars in the adaptive cruise control, as we will see in the video. It also has this big crown emblem with a hint of blue color inside. The hint of blue color inside signifies or shows that this car is a hybrid, because the crown, you might find a Crown Athlete without this blue color. That is a non-hybrid model. So we are at the side, and one thing that you are going to notice is that the Toyota Crown is a very long car. Okay, this is because the car falls in the E segment. It's a mid-size luxury, so of course it has to be long. So when you're driving in Kenya, you'll find yourself that you'll have to be maneuvering or meandering in bumps. At the rims, you can see that it has big rims. These are 17-inch alloy rims. So in the Toyota Crown, because it's a premium car, the alloy rims come as standard. In the older models for the Toyota Crown Athlete, the rims were 18-inch alloys, but the 14th generation it has a hybrid logo here. It shows that this car is hybrid. So most likely, when you find an hybrid Crown, it won't have this hybrid logo. So it's basically the difference between the hybrid and the non-hybrid usually is the logo here, and the blue, the hint of blue color on the Crown logo and the rear at the Toyota logo. So this car at the side, it's very curvy, and that improves aerodynamics because it's kind of a sporty car. Chrome on the winker, just to add to the elegance of the car. Yeah, it makes it looks premium, because most cars you find this chrome lining on the winker. It will usually just be a indicator light. Toyota Crown has a line of chrome on the door locks. That's very clever of Toyota, because most Toyota cars, they have full chrome on the door handle, which I find, or you might as well find, it's very shouting. But this one is just a small line of chrome. It has a crown emblem here at the sides, at both sides, just to emphasize that this is not your ordinary Toyota. It has its own logo. The notable feature of this car is this shark fin. It acts as the antenna. It's not the normal aerial. It has a shark fin. One thing that's very nice about this car is that if you have your key, let's say it's in your pocket or it's around, you can just unlock your car as long as your key is around you. If you want to lock it, you don't have to press the lock button. For example, let's say it's in your bag, or you're a girl, you're going to buy your groceries, it's in your bag. So you just come, you lock your car, you go to the market and do your stuff. When you come back, just unlock. While unlocking or locking, you'll see that the side mirrors, they fold when you're locking, and they unfold when you have unlocked. Another thing, that sensor is in all the 4 door handles. In many Toyotas, just find that it's in the driver side and the passenger side. At the back, it's the same story. The car looks elegant. It looks sporty as well. So we'll start with this Crown logo. It has been around for some time, since the 1990s. The round brake lights, which is the major difference between the Toyota Crown Athlete and the Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. And this has been the case since the 11th generation. The Toyota Crown Athlete has been coming with round brake lights. You can also notice that this Toyota logo also has a hint of blue color. I'm sure by now you know what this means. It means that this car is a hybrid. So this is similar to what you'll find in a Prius, the Harrier hybrid, and the rest are Toyota hybrids. The Toyota Crown non-hybrid, even if it's Athlete, shouldn't have this hint of blue color around the logo. It has a touch of chrome to give it the elegance. As you can see, this car is Athlete S. Athlete also has its own subgrades. So kuna Athlete S, Athlete G, Athlete S i4, Athlete G i4. So the i4 means it's four-wheel drive. This car is rear-wheel drive. Athlete G is a more premium Athlete. You'll find it has, say, quad exhaust pipes. It has a sunroof. It has mirror. It has headlamp washers. Yeah, so it's just a minor difference, but it's more or less the same car. The car has parking sensors as well at the rear to assist you in parking, because this car again is a very long car. So these parking sensors come in handy. Along with the parking sensors, you get reverse camera, which also assists you in parking. Down here, they've hidden the exhaust pipe, but they are dual exhaust pipe. The previous model, the exhaust pipe was so shouting, but this one, they have hid it in a clever way. The Toyota Crown comes in 3 trim levels. The Crown Royal Saloon is the entry trim level, which is offered in the 2.5 liter V6 and the 2.5 liter hybrid straight 4. Toyota Crown Royal Saloon mainly focuses on luxury because it has a softer suspension for a leisurely ride. The interior of the Toyota Crown Royal Saloon, most likely you'll find it's brighter colors, maroon, cream. So interior Crown Royal Saloon, you'll find at the rear, you'll have some controls there. You can control the audio, you can control your temperature, you can even recline your seats. The second trim level is the Toyota Crown Athlete. That is the car we've been reviewing today. The Toyota Crown Athlete has 4 engine options. There's the 2.5 liter hybrid, there's the 2.5 liter non-hybrid, there's the 3.5 liter hybrid and the 3.5 liter non-hybrid. The hybrid ones, they obviously chunk more power because they are complemented with an electric motor, which makes it more faster. So the hybrid, the Crown Athlete, the significant difference between the Crown Athlete and the Crown Royal is the stiffer suspension. Yeah, because that gives this car a quicker sprint, yeah, than the Royal Saloon. The third trim level is the Toyota Crown Majesta. That's the bigger brother of the Crown Athlete, Crown Royal. The new generation is only offered in hybrid 3.5 liter V6. Older models of the Majesta were being offered in 4.6 liter V8, which was very uneconomical, but it was powerful, yeah, but it was used to consume a lot of fuel. The new engine is more efficient, more fuel economical. Yeah. So the Crown Majesta shares the platform as the Crown Royal Saloon, except that it's a bit longer and wider because again it's a full size. So the Toyota Crown Majesta competes with Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series, and the other full-size sedans. The first thing you're going to notice in this car is the hybrid synergy drive. That tells you that the car is a hybrid. So what is a hybrid? Basically, it's a gasoline engine which is integrated with an electric motor so as to reduce on the fuel consumption. This particular engine, it's a 2.5 liter straight 4 engine. Straight 4 why? Because it's a hybrid. Crowns have been known for having V6 engines, but this one is a straight 4 engine because it's a hybrid. The non-hybrid version of the Crown Athlete, the 3.5 liter, the older generation, it was a V6. So let's compare this Crown Athlete 2.5 liter hybrid and the 2.5 liter non-hybrid. This car is a hybrid, so it's straight 4, but it actually chunks more power, about 240 HP. The non-hybrid is about 200 HP. So this car is actually faster. The bonnet is well insulated because the car has active noise control. Because when you're inside the cabin, it's very quiet. Even the cabin is well insulated, so what you hear in the cabin is a sort of refined sound, which is very pleasant.
This cabin is very luxurious, very premium. This car, when inside it, it's comparable to a German car. The seats are very premium, premium leather. You can also see the steering wheel is leather. The headroom and the legroom in this car is excellent. I mean, this car is about 4.5 meters, so you expect the wheelbase to be very long, and I'm fitting quite well. There's a lot of space here. If anyone is sitting at the rear, they'll also have a lot of space as well. This car has heated seats, so if you want to know a car has heated seats, you'll look at these perforations. So this car is actually heated. This is how you know that the car is heated. The seats are a bit, I won't say backward shape, but they a bit tend to kind of hug you. So like when you're going around corners, you won't like swing to either side because you'll be held tight on the seat. The steering wheel has a Crown emblem, not a Toyota emblem. So this car is like its own model. It's its own model line. At the steering wheel, kuna various controls, volume, infotainment. This side you can pick calls and calls. This car has 3 driving modes. Kuna normal mode, there's sport mode, there's eco mode. Everything in this car is touch, so you just press here and then it sets the mode you want to drive in. So you see your Toyota Crown Athlete is being drawn for you here. So if you choose the sport mode, The car it gets a stiffer suspension, and the engine takes longer to shift so that the car can go faster. The normal mode is the normal driving mode. So the eco mode makes the car save more fuel. So mostly the car will shift gears faster so that it will save on fuel. Everything, as I said earlier, is touch. So you press there, you add your temperature there. So that this is for the passenger, this is for the driver. Another thing, this car has heated seats and heated steering wheel. That makes it challenge this German automobile. You can actually heat your steering wheel over here. So let's say it's a cold morning, you want to drive to work, huna gloves, you can just heat your steering wheel here. And you can see the steering wheel is perforated. Yeah. You can also heat or cool your seats. You heat your seat from here. Say it's a cold morning, you want to go to work or somewhere else, and you're just gonna heat your seat. Okay, let's say it's a hot afternoon, you're sweating and you want to have your jacket on, you can just cool your seat. Voila, you cool your seat. This middle console, you can open it from both sides. This is only found in the S class. Hata E class huwezi fanya hivi. You can open this one from both sides. That's very luxurious. The rear of this car, it's very roomy. I'm surprised because I'm a tall person, but there's still a lot of space here. The room for the shoes is where I think they could have done better, because I can't slide my shoes past the driver's seat. Headroom, it's excellent. You have where you can rest your arms, because again, as I said, this car targets a high-end clientele. So probably they suppose I'm a Japanese prime minister. I want to relax as I cruise the city. Yeah, so it's very nice here. At the back, you have rear vents at the back, so that you can keep cool on a long journey as you travel the country. Or say it's warm, say it's cold, you can feel warm. They can make you, they distribute the cold or the hot air at the back. You have these lightings here, which have been put in a very clever way, because most Toyota models will find this light, it will probably be somewhere at the center, but in this Crown, they've brought it closer to you, so that maybe you want to take your phone, or maybe you want to read something, you have your lights next to you. You have this center armrest, which is very comfy, has cup holders. But as I said earlier, in the Toyota Crown Royal Saloon, because it focuses on luxury, hapa kwa center armrest will have a lot of controls. You can adjust the volume of the car from here. You can set your temperatures from here. You can recline your seats from here as well. So the Toyota Crown Royal Saloon focuses on luxury. The Crown Athlete focuses on sport. So the driver is given more emphasis on the Toyota Crown Athlete. You have your speakers there, and you have your illumination, so that you can see where you're stepping into the Toyota Crown. The road, this car is very stable. No hint of body roll at all. It's firm to the ground. I want to point out that this car is a rear-wheel drive, so it's a bit tail happy. When you are driving at a high speed and you want to negotiate a corner faster, you might find it wants to drift because it's a rear-wheel drive. So I think the Toyota Crown Athlete SI4, because it's a four-wheel drive, don't tend to drift, don't do a good fuel economy like this car will do, because it's a hybrid. It has an electric motor. So this car is powerful like its competitors, but unlike its competitors, it saves on fuel, because in a Mercedes, BMWs, those cars are guzzlers. You'll end up spending a lot on gas. But with this car, you spend probably the same as a Corolla, or you can be surprised, you'll spend even much less. Another thing about this car, it's very safe. It's ranked amongst the safest car in the world. It has a safety rating. We take home about this car. First thing, this car it has excellent build. It has a very nice interior, and it's also very economical. It's very fuel efficient. Hybrid cars, tumekuwa na myths mingi about hybrid cars. People say that hybrid huwa zinaharibika. So a car spoiling depends on the maintenance. Yeah. So if you don't maintain your car well, it will spoil. If you maintain your car well, it won't spoil. But basically, maintenance hybrid, it's more or less the same as any other cars, but it might actually be cheaper because the fuel you're putting is less. About the battery is lithium ion. Lithium ion ni kama battery ya simu, so it degrades with time, but it's a very long time. The car will have served you well, and if you want to replace it, you can actually replace it for, say, a new battery is like 200,000, a second-hand battery is like 50,000. So based on the fuel that it has saved you, I think your pesa probably is not much, because it has saved you a lot of thousands. It has saved you a lot of thousands in terms of fuel, because if you compare what a person driving a Mercedes spends on fuel is quite more for the same amount of power. So I think that's it for Mugambi Reviews, and hope to see you in the next review.